is Euler method. Okay. So this is just this is what swing equation. Swing equation. Okay. This equation is very important for designing circuit breaker or protection for the system, as well as to analyze the performance of the power system. Okay. So second method, first method we have seen point by point method. Point by point, or we can say step by step method. Okay, step method or step by step method. So this we have seen in previous class, step by step method. What we did in this method, there is a accelerating power and omega. Both are continuous function, but we know this accelerating power will change. When it will change, when there is a fault, there is any switching in the system, okay, or we are connecting any component of power system, extra component in power system. In that case, this accelerating power is changed. Why it will change? Due to this electrical power. Okay. So if you are connecting anything in the system, then electrical power will change. Okay. So this difference will change. Okay. So ultimately, if you are changing PE, automatically PA will change. Okay. So and when this electrical power will change, when there is any fault or there is any connected any extra electrical component or power system component in the system. Okay. So what we did in this method? In this method, we have seen our PA before fault and after fault. Okay. Before fault and after fault. Okay. So this is what PA 0 minus and this is what PA 0 plus. So what is the PA? So in that case, we have seen PA is nothing but PA 0 minus plus PA 0 plus divided by 2. Because electrical power will change. Okay. Before fault, accelerating power is different due to electrical power is different, and after fault, electrical power is different. Okay. That's why PA is also different. That's why I have shown you. Initially, power is this, then this power is going to decrease, right? I have taken one interval, in that I have shown PA is different and after fault PA is different. So this is before fault, this is after fault. Okay. So what we did, how to compute PA? Just take the average. But in this interval, our speed will not change. Speed change after certain time due to inertia. Okay. Due to this, the inertia of the rotor, speed will not change instantaneously. Okay. So speed will change after a certain time. Okay. It may increase or decrease. Okay. So I have shown increment. Okay. This is omega. Okay. So this is going to increase. So our rotor angle is also going to increase. Okay. This we have seen. Okay. Because this is constant and then it is increasing. So like that. Okay. Because you know omega is what? D delta by dt. Okay. So here it will going to increase. So our delta will going to increase like that. In between medium. Okay. Like that. Delta. Okay. So this we have seen in point by point method. Okay. So in that way we can draw the graph, and you have to remember three equations. Okay. Equation of PA n omega n delta. Okay. So what is the equation of PA which I have written? Have you remember that equation? PAN minus 1 equal to PM minus PEN minus 1. And you know P is what? P is what? P equal to P max sine delta. So delta we will take at n minus 1. So this is PA n minus 1. Okay. Similarly, what is omega? Or we can say delta delta n. This we have derived delta n minus 1 plus m into, sorry, this is just change, delta t square by m, okay, into PA n minus 1. PA n minus 1 is this value. Okay, this value we have computed by this expression. From this expression, computed value of PA n minus 1 put here, then we are getting delta delta n. Okay. So what is delta n at any step? This is previous step minus change in this, that is delta delta n, this value. So first compute this value, then put this value here. Okay. So this is your first step, this is second step, and this is third step. In third step, you are getting delta n, and this process is continuing. Okay. So now we will see another method, that is Euler method. Euler method. Okay. So what we did in this method, we have to write equation of rotor dynamics, that is called swing equation. Okay. So we know what is equation of swing equation, m d2 delta y dt square equal to PA, and we know what is PA. PA is what? PM minus PE. And we know what is P. P is what? P max sine delta. Okay. So these we have to know, these equations. Okay. And another thing we know, d delta y dt, we are assuming this is omega. Okay. Now using and you also know what is m. M is what? From power system to GH upon pi f. Okay. Its a unit is megawatt second per unit. Okay. Megawatt second per unit in unit per unit. Okay. So this is what? Megawatt second per radian. Okay. If you divide by G, then it is in per unit. Okay. So how to write? From the principle of derivative. Okay. First principle of derivative. First principle of derivative. You know first principle of derivative? d delta divided by dt. What you did? Delta n minus 1 minus delta n divided by, or we can say this is delta n minus delta n minus 1 divided by delta t, or this is a time step. This equation you know. From this you have to find delta n. Okay. So just cross multiply it, then this is delta t into d delta dt is what? Delta n minus delta n minus 1. From here you can find delta n minus 1 plus into dt. So this is the value of delta n. Okay. So delta n is step number. Suppose you are finding at step number 1. Then this is what delta 1 equal to delta 0 plus this. Okay. And this slope is computed at number of steps. Okay. Suppose you are computed this delta at step number 1. Then you have to compute d delta by dt at step number 1. Okay. So this is a correction factor. Okay. Change. Similarly, what is d omega by dt? Okay. What is d omega by dt? Same thing. Okay. So if I write d omega by dt, omega n minus omega n minus 1 delta t. Okay. From here, what is omega n? Cross multiply this comes to this side. Then omega n minus 1 equal to delta t into d omega by dt. So what is omega n? Plus delta t d omega by dt. So in that way you can compute. This is angular speed. This is power angle or torque angle. Okay. And you know d omega by dt is what? Just I have derived right now. Okay. I have seen from the swing equation. Okay. And d omega by dt is what? Pa. So what is d omega by dt? Pa by n. This is swing equation. Okay. This is from that equation. Pa. Okay. This is swing equation. We know this swing equation. Okay. From this equation, if d omega by d delta by dt is omega, then this is d omega by dt is Pa. Okay. So from this you can write this equation. Okay. So by using this relationship, okay, we have to put d omega by dt is Pa by m at this step. Okay, which value we have to take delta n, this delta n. Okay, if I am taking this value at n step, then this is also computed at delta n. Okay, similarly this is also computed at omega n. Okay, at the same step. Okay. So by using this, I can write delta n equal to, okay, I am just writing derivative in terms of interval. Okay. So what is omega n? Omega n is omega n minus 1 plus. Okay. Now I have written d delta by d omega. So this is written by d omega by dt. Okay. D omega by dt at previous step. Okay. So this is at step number. Suppose I am taking step n. So this is at step n minus d omega by dt at step n minus 1. Okay. Divide by 2. into delta t. Okay, this is plus. Okay, this is pre-fault. Before fault speed. This is after fault. Okay, so I am writing this as I. Okay, not n minus 1. This is I minus 1. Okay, if I replace this by I, then this is I. Okay, this is I minus 1. So ith position is before fault. I minus I1 after fault. इसको after fault करिए. After fault. I minus 1 is before fault. Okay. So this is the average of speed and this is time. Okay. Similarly, you can write delta I at the place of n. I place I. I is the just position. Okay. So this is delta I minus 1 before fault. This is after fault plus d delta over dt. This is after fault plus d delta over dt. This is before fault. Divide by 2 into delta t. Okay. So in that way you can find delta I. Okay. As well as angular speed. Okay. So this process is continued. Okay. Omega I, this is at suppose first fault position, first fault location. Okay. I is the suppose first location placed at somewhere. This is our transmission line. Okay. And somewhere at t equal to 0.1 second fault occur. Then we have to find at 0.1 second before and 0.1 second after. Okay. So before fault is this position and after fault is this I minus 1 position. So we have to compute these things at before fault and after fault. Then we will take average. Okay. So in that way we have to iterate this again and again. Okay. And we have to remember this expression md to delta by dt square and d omega by dt. Okay. So why I have written this d omega by dt? Just to convert this second order differential equation into first order differential equation. Okay. So from here we have to compute this value. Okay. And placing these value here, by using these value we can compute this. Okay. D delta by dt is what? This is what actually. Remember here. Okay. Before computing this, you have to compute this one because d delta by dt is what? Omega I. Okay. So you know d delta by dt is nothing but omega. Okay. If it is computed at ith position, then this is omega I. Okay. And d delta over dt at I minus 1 position. So this is omega I minus 1. Okay. So these values you are computed from here. After computing this, you have to use here to find the torque engine. Okay. So after finding this, we can plot the torque engine. Okay. How it will vary before fault and after fault. What kind of dynamics will change. Okay. So based on this delta, we have to design a circuit breaker, relays. In all things, we will use this information. Okay. So in next class, we will start economic load dispatch. Okay. This is all about. Any question? No? Okay, thank you.